Hi, Yami. Welcome to India today. It's such a pleasure to have you here today, and it's good to see you after a long time.
Hi, Nirali. Thank you so much. Same here. So good to see you. I know it's night out there. Thank you so much for doing this at an odd hour, but can't help with the time difference. I'm in Utah
Yeah,
right
but
now.
I have to thank you because Shukriya for joining in. I mean, amid your busy work schedule, firstly.
Thank you. No, actually, बहुत time के बाद Aditya and me, we finally decided to take a little time off and have a small vacation. So it was not supposed to be a work vacation, but I thought, okay, it's Thursday, have to be a part of this. Let's do this.
Absolutely. But first thing first, congratulations for the fact that आपकी जो film है Thursday is going to have a world TV premiere on 24th July.
Thank you, Nirali. मैं भी जब मैंने सुना, I was really excited, and I I believe that there's a very good, strong viewership that's being expected for a Thursday. So मैं भी काफी excited हूँ.
Yeah, that excitement shows on your face as well.
And यहाँ पे hills है ना, पहाड़ है, तो थोड़ा
हाँ.
दोगुनी excitement हो जाती है.
And also you kind of feel like home in the mountains.
Oh, absolutely. That's why. I mean, it's anyway, I think, jahan pe bhi I see mountains, I just feel really calm and really happy. Like there's double happiness.
That's good to hear. But also, Yami, I want to start off this conversation by asking you, how do you look at the past 6 months that have passed by? आपकी दो movie releases रही हैं in the first half of 2022, A Thursday and Dasvi.
काफी काफी कुछ feel हो रहा है निराली. I mean, I honestly didn't get time to sink in anything. I've just been moving from one film to another and promoting Thursday, starting to promote Dasmi and starting another film shoot which I completed. तो इसलिए ये टाइम अब था कि अच्छा जो भी जैसे पिछला साल रहा है इतने इतने काम में बहुत हेक्टिक था और हेक्टिक भी था बट साथ ही साथ आई थिंक इमोशनली ऑल्सो बिकम्स रियली ओवरवेलमिंग क्योंकि बहुत सारे इमोशंस होते हैं बहुत कुछ होता है and you need time, your mind and needs time to like soak in. तो अभी जब मैं एक्चुअली आपसे बात कर रही हूँ तो लग रहा है कि हाँ मतलब थर्सडे रिलीज भी हो गई, everybody loved it also, टीवी पे भी आ रही है, so I'm like okay, so it's as they say कि हर चीज कभी कभी छोड़ देनी चाहिए, हर चीज का अपना एक कोर्स होता है, let time take its course and just take you where it's meant to. So I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling very good. अभी भी कई बार मुझे कभी कुछ नहीं फील होता है, I'm just like blank, not blank but just like हाँ it's all okay until you get messages ये करना हाँ okay I'm here only, I'm doing it. So और अच्छा लग रहा है, it's always like one day at a time is good.
Yeah. But coming to Earth Thursday, you played a character that of Naina Jaiswal जो आपने कभी attempt नहीं किया था पहले. I want to know what were the challenges that came with playing this character, particularly in the film.
Nirali, of course एक thriller तो था ही, apart from the fact कि जिस तरह से किरदार शुरू में it's projecting itself, the way Naina is or the way she's behaving or demanding or her attitude and all the eccentricity, all those things. But at the heart of its heart, what the subject was. And I think that is what really was really heartbreaking when you connect fiction with reality. And as much as an actor, you're preparing for a role, you're marking all the nuances. कभी भी कोई आइडिया रात के 1 बजे आ जाता है, कभी 1:30 बजे endless voice notes to my director at random hours, which I don't expect him to answer at that time, but I just leave it. उस टाइम आइडिया आता है that I feel ये लाइन ऐसे लेते हैं, ये लाइन ऐड करते हैं, इस पे I think ये expression होना चाहिए. Let me know what your camera movement will be. So I'll, everything was so, while it was spontaneous, but at the same time in my mind, we were really prepared of how we want to shoot this film. But you're a girl, also the subject, eventually what the film will come down to, those last 15 minutes of the film. It was really hard for me. It was so hard that I remember just the last day tha film ka aur ek वो आपसे एक स्पीच एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, हर फिल्म में होता है कि
Right.
स्पीच, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू से, यू नो, गुड बाय. I couldn't. I was just choked. I just said one thank you, and I think folded my hands, and I just said it was really difficult. Uh, but the fact that people understood it, people connected with it, and they felt the emotion, which was not fake, which was not banality,
Right.
which was not कि कि you know, सिर्फ एक emotion नहीं था. It was much more than that. That was really satisfying, as not just as an actor, as I said, but even at a personal level. And I've never honestly done this where for a film of mine, and I mean this is more so special because I headlined a film for the first time. You know, you are again interacting with journalists, you're again talking about it um, because there is a lot of anticipation about the film, and this you know, it's premiering for the first time on TV. तो अच्छा लग रहा है, तो लग रहा है कि हाँ मतलब, and I really wanted it to reach, of course, you know, the audience. So when, as I said, जब कुछ चीजें, of course, आप मेहनत आप कर सकते हैं एक level तक, और उसके बाद when you just leave everything to, you know, to the Almighty, or just to you know, just आपने अपना काम कर दिया, then I think if you do it with utmost honesty, something is there kept for you, which is the silver lining. So it's all worth it in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. But also, when you play a character that has several shades to it, does the character stay with you even after the shoot, or is it kind of easier for you to, to switch on and off between जो आपके किरदार होते हैं फिल्म्स में?
See, आप अगर थर्सडे की स्पेशली अगर बात करें, तो या किसी भी फिल्म की, मोस्टली इतना टाइम आपके पास नहीं होता है टू डिस्कनेक्ट विद योर ओन फिल्म एंड विद योर कैरेक्टर, स्पेशली जिस तरह की फिल्मों का पार्ट में हूँ. देयर इज नॉट मच ऑफ अ ब्रेक और एनीथिंग. एंड आप एक सर्टेन टाइम पे पैकअप करेंगे, वापस आएंगे, फिर अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठेंगे, फिर आप यू नो यू there's a chain, you know. And it's, even I prefer it that way, because you are somewhere, even though you come back to your life, of course, आप you know, अगर आप अकेले हैं घर पे, तो आप कुछ usually I like to unwind my day by like watching something light. But कई बार वो भी टाइम नहीं होता है, आपने बस खाना खाया और आप सो गए, दोबारा फिर 5 बजे उठे सुबह, या 3:30 बजे, 3 बजे, 4 बजे, जो आपका रूटीन है, और आप निकल गए घर से. तो I usually don't prefer carrying my characters or what I feel at that moment with me. I don't prefer it. I like giving it all out and how I feel right from the time when I know I'm going towards my set. जैसे मुझे अगर पता है कि आज कुछ इस तरह का सीन है जो हालांकि मैं कई दिनों से शायद प्रिपेयर कर रही हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं it's always at the back of your mind.
Yeah.
And when you're leading towards that scene, especially जो climax था, कुछ ना कुछ आप उसमें ऐड करते रहते हैं, डिपेंड, क्योंकि जब आप फिल्म शूट शुरू करते हैं ऑन फ्लोर, a lot of things change also. You know, you sometimes on paper you feel something, but sometimes spontaneously you feel something else. तो वो प्रिपरेशन कहीं ना कहीं दिमाग में चलती रहती है आपके, वो है. बट अदरवाइज आई लाइक कमिंग बैक टू माई लाइफ. और ऑफ कोर्स अब तो शादी हो गया, आई कम बैक होम, you know. सब घर पर होते हैं, and that's the best feeling, that no matter how tired you are, how you feeling, there is somebody who's waiting for you, you know. You're going to unwind the day, talk, आप बताइए आपका दिन कैसा रहा. वो अच्छा लगता है. पहले सब फोन पर होता था, इवन आज भी. आई कॉल माई मॉम, आई कॉल माई सिस्टर. तो मुझे वो अच्छा लगता है. ईट समथिंग नाइस, वॉच समथिंग नाइस. शायद मैंने 50 बार कुछ कॉमेडी सीरीज देखी, बट आई वॉच इट वन मोर टाइम जस्ट टू काइंड ऑफ, you know, detangle your thoughts. And again, अगले दिन जब आप शुरू होते हैं, आप जाते हैं, आप जब गाड़ी में बैठते हैं सेट तक, कहीं ना कहीं आपको वो प्रिपरेशन शुरू हो जाता है.
Right. But Yami, I also have to mention, Earth Thursday is also one of the top rated movies on IMDb, जो list अभी बाहर आई थी.
Yes.
I want to know, when you receive so much love for a project, there's so much admiration coming your way. Does that also double up your responsibility to, work harder and entertain your audiences ज़्यादा थोड़ा from what you have been doing earlier?
बिल्कुल, absolutely. हालांकि इंटेंशन पहले भी थी, इसलिए इस तरह की फिल्में साइन किया. आई वेटेड फॉर अ फिल्म लाइक अ थर्सडे और अ लॉस्ट, और जिस तरह की और भी आप देखेंगे, दसवीं या और भी आगे है कि कुछ अलग करना है. इतना अलग नहीं that I alienate myself or I distance myself from my audience. उनको लगे, of course हर बार आपका कंट्रोल नहीं है कि फिल्म कैसी बनेगी या लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी नहीं अच्छी लगेगी, पर इंटेंशन यही होता है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग कनेक्ट कर पाए आपकी फिल्म के साथ. बट एट द सेम टाइम कुछ आप ऐसा करें जो which is contributing in what we say cinema. It should be, you know, it's a new age. It's you know, we're living in new times. We're living in times where the audience is so exposed to global cinema, जहां पर अब आप अगर कोई रीमेक्स बनाए या कुछ बनाए, आपको झट से पता चल जाता है, अरे ये फिल्म तो, ये कोरियन फिल्म मैंने वहां देखी थी, अरे ये जापानीज मैंने यहाँ देखी थी, ये तो स्पेनिश फिल्म है. सो तो अब इतना एक्सपोजर हो गया है. So my point is, my intention was always there, but एक जो रास्ता एक होता है ना, या कहाँ से शुरू करूँ, I think that kind of started now, I feel. And it's good that I took this time. It's important. I also got to work a lot on my own perspective, on my own. खैर as an actor तो आप हर फिल्म के साथ आपका काम है better होना, but और ऐसी फिल्म को जब success मिल जाए, या जैसे आपने कहा, it got love, it got respect, then you feel encouraged, then you feel double charged up. The intention to hai, but yeah, I really need to put it out there, and I make sure that I give something which the audience eventually feels ki agar Yami ki film hai to haan, let's give it one shot, let's give it a try out of our precious time. Time hai ya ticket hai ya subscription hai, to you know, to and see, give it a shot. So eventually that's the idea.
Absolutely. But just as you mentioned, this is an exciting phase in your life as well. You're married, your films are doing well. How do you personally look at this phase of your life, especially post Bala, or there's Dasvi, there's a Thursday, Booth Police, all the films have been doing well.
Yes, it's been a great year. It's been great 2 years. It feels really good. और मुझे लगता है that for someone like me, it's very important that everything stems from my personal life. And अगर आपकी personal life खुश है, अच्छी है, peaceful है, खुशनुमा है, तो सब कुछ अच्छा है. Then I know it's easier for me to focus on my work. I'm that kind of person. So while I have a very small world, I have my family is only, I can say, they're my best friends, and they are my family. So, but they mean the world to me. And of course, with Aditya, with the way we got married, and Aditya's family, which is now, you know, family's grown. It's my family also. Is, I think, it's God's blessing. I think I just say that I feel really blessed that, क्योंकि ये भी कहीं ना कहीं जरूरी है, मुझे लगता है. जरूरी इन द सेंस कि अगर आप बिलीव करते हैं, अगर मैरिज में अगर आप बिलीव करते हैं, और यू बिलीव दैट या देयर इज अ कंपेनियन फॉर यू आउट देयर, तो और एक अच्छा कंपेनियन होना विल ओनली, you know, when I'm asked these questions, आपको क्या लगता है, you know, what is marriage and husband wife relationship, I'm like, I don't know. I you know, you can write thesis on it, but what I gather in the most easiest way, I can say, two people who are, of course, there is love and respect, both to hai hi, but at the same time, you're always rooting for one another, you're always supporting one another. It's something as small as the पीछे छाता है, ये सारा setup है, सुबह सुबह देते हैं आके, he's set it up for me. He's make sure you have your background, you know, have that and the background, and you know, तुम बाहर बैठे हो, तुम्हें ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है, from this to, you know, some of his really amazing ideas and perspectives, which of course he has. So I think यही है. It's always the small things which count more than anything. So that's good. Work is good. हाँ, कल को अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है कि आपकी कोई फिल्म अगर ना भी, if it doesn't do well for some reason, whatever, तब भी disappoint नहीं होना है. It's okay. Move on. It's a film. You do another one. You do something even better. You look for something even better. As I said, my journey, I'll always be a hustler who will always have to uh, be on a lookout for that script, for that work, for that character. कि हाँ कुछ कुछ अलग करना है, और ऐसी टीम्स के साथ काम करना है, ऐसे डायरेक्टर्स और राइटर्स के साथ काम करना है who are equally excited to collaborate and to do, as I said, something good, something जिससे हमें लगे कि हाँ ये commercially भी viable था, it did really well, but at the same time it contributed something, it added something to,
The
as I
cinema.
said, to what you say, cinema. You
Yeah.
know, चाहे वो series है या cinema है, तो I think वो growth होना जरूरी है for our industry.
But also congratulating you for completing 10 years in the industry this year.
Oh.
I mean, 10 years is a long time. You have grown as an actor, as an audience, we can definitely say that. But personally, if you look at your career in retrospect, is there any one thing जो आप चाहते हैं कि काश आपने अलग से की होती?
अलग से?
हाँ, like something you wish you could have done differently.
No. See, wish, to desire something and what you need can be completely two different things. I did what I needed to do. I may desire something else. I may desire that, array, right after Wiki Donor, what if I would have gotten so and so opportunity or so and so opportunity? But I did what I needed to do at that time. And it's never easy to answer that question because it is who I am. And that's why sitting here today after 10 years, I don't even realize it's 10 years until someone says it. Because I did things my way. I learned also my way. I failed also my way. I made mistakes also my way, but I learned also my way. I grew, and that's important. और वो तभी जरूरी है जब आप बन के अपनी जर्नी complete करें या अपनी जर्नी पर चलें. You can't be someone else, and try and pursue something which is, it's not easy. It's not an easy place to be in. While it looks, I'm sure everybody knows by this time, even the audience.
Yeah.
There's so much awareness. It looks the most, it's a glamorous job, and you look in a certain way, you're seen everywhere, you have fans, you have this, you have adulation, but there's totally another side of it, which is how hard it is. It is not easy, especially for someone who's and it's not easy for anyone. Even if you're from the industry, everybody will have some challenge or the other. As I said, आपको किसी की journey के बारे में सच में नहीं पता होता. We always what the other person is going through. What is there behind that smile, behind those eyes. But and especially imagine someone coming from a small town and with for me, with the kind of personality or the way I think, I didn't grow up with the desire, with an intention to be center of attention anywhere. I was the most quiet kid in my class. Extremely shy. So I never grew up. So I even if I wanted to, as I said, even if I desired, but I couldn't take any other path because that was me. I had to be Yami and then, as I said, learn, unlearn, do, undo, everything around. So nothing. I think it's fine. But yes, I'm so glad that overall I see from the time I joined the industry till where I am, there's a change. There's a change in the way people are functioning now, with like filmmakers and writers and producers, and where it's, as I said, it's no more just about who you are or how maybe socially active you are, or you have to be out there. That's fine. You can just be yourself also, but be good at your job, be good at your work, be honest with your work, have a good attitude, have a good work attitude, and work. So in fact, so as I said, it's a change that we went through, I feel, together. The place is evolving, I'd say. I'm evolving, and I think it's good. Growth is good. I think to nurture yourself in life, it's very important.
Absolutely. But finally, the question from an industry perspective. In the recent past, we have seen films, pan-India films like RRR, Pushpa, and KGF working massively at the box office versus we have certain Bollywood films, unfortunately, not doing the numbers that we wish they could have done. Do you see there's a divide that people are witnessing, that there is South versus Hindi, North versus South? Do you personally witness this divide in the industry?
No, no, yeah. As an actor, as a creative person, we can never think like that. My first film of my career was a Kannada film.
Yeah.
My second film was a Telugu film, and then Vicky Donor happened. So I never took it like that. For us, for actors, for creative people, the only difference is, for me, I'd say is only language and nothing else. We're all part of Indian cinema, and yes, there are difficult times for Hindi cinema right now. And as I said, that's why this change is really really important, to give the audience something new, new stories, better stories, uh, some different visual. Something will have to change, get changed from the structure, from what we've been seeing since couple of years. And we have to respect the audience, what they resonate with, and evolve.
Mhm.
And as I said, yes, because there's also been a division of audience. There's an OTT now audience,
Yeah.
there's an audience which will wait for some eventful film to come out and then only step out. So that whole market for you, for when we say a niche film
Mhm.
or certain films, that has really weakened. That it's not easy. So we have to be extraordinarily good if you want to come out there in theaters, to to be out there. So I, more than competition, I'd say that's great. The films have done so well, and there must be a reason why the audience connected with these films, and we must respect that sentiment. I don't see it as a competition. I'd say at least you know it's, as I said, it's telling us something that we really need to um, rework, the chain, rework somewhere the system, and really better our own craft. And because बीच में एक time आया था जहाँ पर it was uh, probably only about social messaging, message for films. Of course, I started my career with a film like Vicky Donor, of course, which
Yeah.
got I need not say what it did to,
Yeah.
of course, not just our careers, but the entire the landscape of the new age,
Age cinema.
path breaking cinema.
Yeah.
But then that's what happens कि जब कोई एक तरह की film आती है, then you see 10 more, you know something like that. And I mean, this is just one aspect I'm saying. Of course, I mean, if we must be always respectfully willing to, as I said, that growth is must, retrospection is must, and we must humbly and skillfully try and gather momentum, and come back with something more to the audience, which is what they want.
Absolutely.
It's not going to be easy to get people in the audience. My own film,
Mm.
I mean, this is not the time to talk about it right now, but when I know, I mean, you'll hear about certain announcements soon.
Mm.
When it'll be theatrical, it is, of course, going to make me nervous. It's not going to be easy. And especially the kind of films that I am part of, uh, it's going to be difficult. But then if that's the destiny of a film, if that's the right way, if the makers feel, then so be it. Then you try your best, and you tell the universe that I did my best, now over to you. But then again, in that also, we'll have to have a reasonable um, expectation of how a certain budget film needs to be done to be called okay, it was a respectable success, and
Right.
not compare every film with only a certain number. That'll be wrong. That's
Yeah.
not the correct math. So we need to see one film at a time, and see how it does. Hopefully, I hope there comes a time again where the cinema halls, of course, they get full like the way
Well,
they
yeah.
used to with so many films. But with the world's changed after. There's a pre-pandemic era, there's a post-pandemic
Kind of
era,
get
and
it.
a lot of our cerebral audience is on OTT, and that's also huge.
Yeah.
And that is why today, nobody, you can't say, okay, everybody's a star in their mind. Everybody's doing a lot of work,
Yeah.
but only brilliance will stand out. So we got to strive for that. At least strive for that every time until we hit it
Absolutely.
right.
I completely agree with that, Yami. But with this, thank you so much, Yami, for doing this conversation
Thank you,
on
Nirali. Thank you so
and
much.
Shukriya for joining in. And I wish you all the luck for your upcoming films.
Thank you so much, Nirali. We'll speak again, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.